You can wait till some people get on there before we start talking, because then we'll have to start all over again. Or we're just saying. Okay, we got a couple of people on there. Okay. What is today?
Today's Friday.
Friday. We are coming to you on a Friday, which is not our normal day to do a live video, but Gary's been off work, and really we could have done a lot more live videos than we have, but we've been lazy and old, and we've been going to bed early. So, hey Candy. This ring's stuck on my finger. My fingers are swelled. Oh my God. I'm going to have to get that off or I'm going to panic out. So today, as most of you seen on my personal Facebook, Gary comes home with an unusual and rare gift.
Yes.
He bought me a cow. A real live 400-pound cow.
All girls like food. Surefire way to a woman's heart right there.
Is to buy her a cow. Hi, Kelly. So we named this cow Mabel, and she is currently in, hi Stephanie, the pasture with my parents' cows at the Stallings Ranch. So I guess we're in the cow business now.
Yeah, cattle farmers.
We are cattle farmers. We have 8 chickens and a cow. So we are, Velda here, we are overrun with the, oh gosh. We are currently overrun with frogs right now.
Oh, yeah.
They love the pool, and they're all over the window and the side of the house, and
I threw 12
it's
of them damn
insane.
things in the bushes the other night, and they done made their way back to the house.
I'm not sure what we're doing with the frog situation. I hope they aren't in, set that back down there. I actually have sangria tonight. We made sangria. And Gary is doing his boring whiskey, of course. That's his
This
drink.
isn't boring. This is very fancy.
Yes, he's got his little whiskey shot glass. Yeah, he's so fancy. He is so fancy. So, anyway. Hi, Lisa. So, we've had some interesting days. We have been joined at the hip since Gary has been off work. We've been in we haven't killed each other yet either.
Haven't killed each other at all. We've actually had pretty good fun.
We have. I mean, there's been a couple times that we've had to, no, just yesterday when Gary went out to work on his truck some, we parted ways. Wife cleaned house and he went and done guy stuff outside. So, but other than that, we have survived. Hi, Debbie. And all has been well.
She's patrolling through the house after the children like,
yes, do it. Yes, Gary likes to do a little impression of me when I'm, do it.
I ain't doing it.
Why?
I can't do my old English lady voice when I'm smiling already.
Do your old English. Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I
Why?
ain't doing
Yes, Laura, the frogs are getting freaky tonight. And Jana said she couldn't tell if it was her frogs or our frogs. It's probably our frogs. We got a lot of them out there. But anyway, I'm trying to get Gary to do his impression of me when I patrol around the house when I'm mad because...
I do the old English nanny.
Yes. Because don't you all love it when you're cleaning house and you're sweating and you're running around like a crazy woman and everybody's laying around on the couch on their electronics?
I make the kids clean and help you. I mean, I don't even want you to look at me like that. When I see you cleaning, I put them to the front. You know I do.
After you realize that I've went into raptor
Thermal
mode.
mom meltdown.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, maybe Gary will chime in here in a minute and do his little impression, which is super adorable. Jamie Barnett says to do it.
She's going to have to wait on.
Okay, he can't do it right.
I'm on my first drink of the night.
Hi, Jennifer.
Quite sweaty. I've been wrestling, like they said, a cow earlier. And I don't know if it was, I bought it off my boss when I got started in the mines when I got out of the Army, by the way. But I don't know if he drug the rope through the cow shed or I did or his buddy that was helping us. But we was getting ready to pull the cow up into the cattle trailer. And I was pulling the rope around through there. And they was pushing on the old cow. And we was getting her up in there easy as we could. And about that time, the rope slips in my hands. I'm like, no, what's this? Oh, yeah. 2 handfuls of cow shit. So I've been sweaty and it's been on all day.
Hi, Donna. Donna, I have your necklace done, and when Chris picks up the kids this weekend, I'm going to send it to you by him. Hi, Sarah. But yeah, Chris, smack me now. Gary had to wrangle a cow today, but we did get it up in the pasture, and it's all, what's on me?
You had a black spot on your
head. Suzanne Kessler, they all want you to do your little impression of me when I'm on the warpath.
They can wait.
It really can't wait.
I will do it for you guys sometime. I can't right now. I'm smiling. The whole day's been hilarious.
Focus. Just focus. Just clear your mind.
So what about this shit in this pool we got outside?
Oh my gosh. That pool is the devil. We've sunk so much money into it, we could have went to waterways every day 10 times.
It turned green. The frogs moved back in.
Frog eggs on the floats and everything. So we have algicide it. We've backwashed the crap out of it.
Oh, let's go with the algicide day when I was in there getting ready to,
yes.
When I dipped out the whole pool. They'll think that's funny.
Yes, Gary decides he's going to get into the emerald green waters to put a screen over the
I fashioned myself a man's man. I'll wait frog eggs or whatever for my woman, but there's one thing. You know, Meatloaf said I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. There's one thing I won't do. I'll tell you that right now. One thing. Go ahead and tell your tale.
Okay, so Gary comes out in his little swim trunks, and I'm thinking, oh, isn't he so cute? But he's going to get down in that nasty green water. And I was outside of the pool to assist him with all his gadgets that he needed to put this screen over the skimmer because the pool is in the backyard, which is in the forest, which the wind doesn't even have to blow, and there's constantly poplar
It's in a beautiful place. It is, but it's not
in
very convenient. It ain't.
So, anyway, he's in there, and he's, like, working on something, and I'm waiting patiently for him to tell me what is the next toy he needs, when he's like, jeez! He's like, I'm not doing that. He said, I ain't doing this. Well, he backs up off the skimmer, and I take off running the opposite direction on the outside of the pool. I thought there was a snake in the pool or something. But
so I'm over there by the skimmer taking screws out at this point, what she can't see. And I see these two legs come down like this. I got my hand in there, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I lean my head down there, and it is a damn spider about this big that's catching all the flies, I guess, floating into the skimmer. So I'm like, oh, hell no. No, Gary, don't do spiders. And I back away from that shit, and when Elder runs across the yard, I guess she thinks it's a snake. So if it was a snake, it wouldn't even bother me. I'd have grabbed it by its tail and threw it away. I hate
You'd probably
spiders.
thrown it on me.
But happened to be the one thing I was afraid of. In front of my woman, of course. This shit can't happen while you're alone. And so
it was funny.
I look across the yard, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at that pool skimmer, and I thought, man, it ain't going down like this. You ain't doing that. So I wade back over there, and I try to work around this spider. And every time I get over there to where he's sitting at, he's like...
But the funny part was, while he was trying to work, he was constantly doing this jerking thing. Like
every time I seen his legs pop down, I was jumping back. I didn't want it on me.
Speaking of these crazy
I
spiders...
made a special trip. I was coming home from work one night and stopped by her house when we were just friends. Maria calls me. Gary, you need to stop by when Elda's on the way home. I'm like, why? She's like, you need to come here and kill a spider. I'm like, oh no, Maria, I don't kill spiders. I'll kill anything that walks, crawls, or slithers, but I don't mess with spiders. So the man takes hold of me. He's like, you know, me and them girls are scared of spiders. You need to get down there and kill that thing. So I go in there, and I'm like, where's the spider one, Elda? This is honest. You can ask her. She pecks on the side of the bathtub. This damn thing is so big, it's crawled under the bath mat.
Which was a big, heavy rubber
And I
bath
seen its
mat.
legs pop out. So I'm standing there, I'm like, how the hell am I going to kill this thing? I'm going to get in there. It's going to jump on me. I'm scared to death of spiders, right? And I'm standing on the toilet looking down at it. I double drag and drop kick that asshole, buddy. I go, pow! They spider guts slide all the way up the shower stall. It was huge.
It was a big spider. And he left the mess for me to clean up, of course.
I will face my fears if there's a woman involved, but other than that, if it's one of my buddies, to hell with you. You know, you go fight your own damn spider. But
I hate spiders. I can't even look at pictures of them on the internet.
Tell them about the one in the vacuum.
Yes, the other day, the girls' room was so disgusting. Gary told me, he said, I'm taking everything to the dump. He
I was
said,
going to take all their stuff to the trash dump. I
he
mean, they're
said,
filthy.
I'm taking it all. And I said, no, you're not. And he said, yes, I am. So that next morning I got up and I thought, I got to get this shit under control before he wakes up. And I did, too. So I go in there and just start cleaning hell dry. Well, I had to move Natalie's bed, and I found empty Capri Sun pouches under there. Excuse me. 2 Pop-Tarts, empty bags of chips. And I was like, these are little ladies, and they're so nasty.
Well, they're beautiful, but they're pigs.
They are. So we moved the bed. I moved the bed. Gary's in the living room. And I had been saving. Every time Gary brings me home flowers, I save the flowers, the dried flowers.
Well, there's one part of the story we need to tell first. One of the children thought they saw a flea, so Winelda has bombed all these bedrooms, which we believe now that is what brought the next part of the tale.
Yes. So I'm thinking, well, how did one of my rosebuds get in the floor? I mean, I'm thinking it's a dried rosebud. How did it get in the floor under Natalie's bed? I thought she must have brought it in here out of my dried flower bag. So I reach down to pick up this dried flower, and about the time my fingers touch it, I realize it's a balled up spider, a dead spider. And I scream, I yell for Gary. He comes to the hallway, and he's like, what? And I was like, there is a huge spider in here.
I said, is it alive? She said no. I said that I ain't having nightmares over that shit. And I walked back in the living room.
He did. He's like, I ain't dealing with that shit. You can have it. So I get the vacuum cleaner with the huge hose, and I'm like, I'm going to suck this thing up with my Dyson. It stopped the vacuum cleaner up. It was so big.
She had to get one of the pencils that the girls draw with and poke it down the
It stopped the vacuum cleaner up. It was that big.
Huge.
And we couldn't figure out why it was dead, but I did bomb the girls' room, and I think it might have killed the spider. I'm not for sure. But that spider was freaking huge.
That thing was a trophy, guys. It had trouble hiding in a golf ball hole, I'd say.
Stacy says she never kills spiders. They eat other bugs. Well, honey, this thing would have ate your leg. This was Spiderzilla. This would have packed a child off, a small child. For sure.
It sounded like somebody's pet. Like somebody's pet. Well,
we're not spider
if you're
people,
from around
if you
here,
can't
you
tell.
know what them big brown spiders look like that crawl out of these woods, like the one in the pool, the one in the girls' bedroom. I mean, hell, we got spiders here, people. And they big.
Yeah.
Gary ain't scared of snakes. Gary ain't scared of bears. I'd fight a bear with a stick of firewood before I'd go into a room full of spiders.
You wouldn't fight an owl, though, would you?
But we got an owl outside about 3 foot tall, too. He sits up there. We got a grave up on the hill. He likes to perch himself on that fence, and he's got these big eyeballs about this big that glow orange at nighttime. And he waits till I get out of my car and shut my door. When I get out of my car and shut my door, he screeches at me and scares the hell out of me. Winelda hears him. I'm like...
He has flashing eyes, too.
So she's like laughing at me. So I had to walk her out on the sidewalk one night. Look up there on that fence. She's like, oh my God, what is that? It's got big orange eyeballs. I said, that's that damn owl. And she was laughing at me till she seen it, but that thing's big enough to pack off small children, naturally.
Yeah, it is a big owl, and its eyes flash. And Natalie came in the other night and swore she saw somebody looking at her from up in the hills.
Bossed her in the bushes. I'm like, no, baby, that's that big old owl.
Yeah, she said its eyes was flashing. Me and Gary both was like, that's that owl.
But Winelda heard me, it scared me. I screamed, I ain't gonna lie. She come outside on the porch, and I had to make her walk out there and look at it. And I didn't know birds got that stinking big, did you? I mean, this thing's like 3 foot tall. It's huge.
Oh, and you can hear it, too, hooting up there. It's a big owl. We got a big owl. We got frogs. We got owls. We had a snake killed when the boys was cutting the grass.
We got 2 kittens attacking my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Feral child in the back bedroom and the other boy. Hey, we finally had an outnumbered night this evening. 3 boys in the house and 1 woman.
The girls are staying at their mama's tonight. They're having a girls' night up there. So it's just me, Gary, Maverick, and Jacob tonight. And me and Gary have a date day planned for tomorrow. We have a babysitter set to arrive around noon.
Virginia's going to show up about noon and help us out. She's our go-to gal.
She's great with the kids, and we love her. And we're going to have a date day.
We are. A date day.
What are we going to do on our date day?
Probably go to the Olive Garden and do some girl stuff.
What? You were sweating.
I just took that prednisone before we got on here. I can't help it.
Oh.
I ain't gonna tell you guys what just happened, but it was pretty funny. I'm sure you ladies know what happened.
Anyway, what are we doing on date day?
I'm gonna take you to the Olive Garden and a makeup store.
Jimmy, we have copperheads and rattlesnakes in this area. The owl is after your chicken. The owl's after our chicken, she said.
The chickens get locked up every night. The owl's not going to get the chickens.
I hope not, because...
But I have a rattlesnake on the wall in my father's garage that has 13 buttons. It's the biggest damn rattlesnake I ever seen. I was at the mines. We was working outside in the yard, and I grabbed a crib block and mashed this thing after it hit my boot. And it was 56 inches long, and I know I mashed that much of it off, trying to fend that snake off. We got big snakes here. They're big. Copperheads ain't that big, but them stinking rattlesnakes, them things get damn near 6 foot long.
It's funny. Stacy says the Ulta store, Sephora, I guess, for our date day. Stacy, the funny part about that is we will go to Ulta or Sephora, and my
they's men there in pantyhose and high heel shoes, and I don't deal with them too well.
That is not where I was going with this.
You be who you want to be. I fought for that. My friends did. I want you to be who you are. But we're going to look at this in a different light. When I get out of my car, and you tall as I am and beardy as I am, wearing a pair of high heel shoes and fishnet stockings, naturally I'm going to be in shock. I'm a man's man.
But Gary was standing like a foot from this guy, like, give him the look, show him the look you was doing.
I'd never seen nothing like this before in my life. But like I said, he can be whoever he wants. I don't mind. I just got out of the car and I'm like, I'll be damned.
No, you was looking him up and down. I was like, no, in the store. Come on, let's go.
Look at in the store. I mean, this guy's got a sequence purse.
Gary shared a Sangria recipe on my Facebook, and we made it this evening. And it's strawberries, pineapple, and raspberries. And I put some orange in there. A bottle of Moscato, a bottle of club soda, and a can of Sprite.
But anyhow, this dude's got a sequence purse. Naturally, I don't got anything in nobody. I never have. I'm in shock. I've never seen this. I go inside the store. Some guy's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "He's got eye makeup on."
Talking about.
That fella's got eye makeup on. Well, don't you look at him?
I worked in Charleston for years, which is big city to us country folk, and I see this. I'm used to it. I am not distracted by it, but Gary is.
Got no words, but she gets mad at me anyhow because I'm staring at folk.
I don't get mad at you. I just don't.
She gives me that look.
I don't like confrontation, so
I ain't said nothing bad to nobody or nothing. I'm just like, I can't.
And I'm just like, go, no, don't look. But anyway, back to Ulta and Sephora. We do go there. We usually always end up there on date day. We do.
I buy you cologne. I buy you makeup. We go there. She bought me some shampoo for my hair that makes the gray go away.
But Gary will drop $300 or $400 in Ulta or Sephora like it's nothing, and that gives me heart failure. I can't take it. The cow's name is Mabel, yes, and Brenda says you're so stinking cute. He is. I think he's so pretty.
I'm so stinking sweaty right now. They got me on so much steroids. I sweated anything. So I wait till the evenings to take them so I don't have to sweat through the day. So I took them this evening, and when it was like, everybody's been wanting us to come on there and talk to them. So I'm like, well, I'll be a sweaty pig in front of them. I like their company. So.
You're not a sweaty pig. Can you please go live with the cow? I don't know if we can pull that off or not. It's actually on the
really good internet service.
It's on the Stallings Ranch right now.
She lives in the head of a holler. Anytime it storms there, we don't have internet.
Lisa, we do need to come to Bluefield. Maybe we should do that tomorrow on date day.
I drive almost to Bluefield every day for work. I drive to Pineville every day, Lisa, to work.
I went to Gary's work the other day with him.
She's like, you drive this far? When we going to get there?
Listen, I was car sick and everything by the time we got there. I thought, for the love of God.
You know these trailers.
I was dying.
I've made up these words myself, by the way. There's trailers. There's trrouses, the trailers you build onto. But then there is the trondo. That's the trailer house that has a 2-story annex with an octagon window.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I'm like, check out over that mountain, Winelda. That could be us.
I'd live anywhere with you under a rock if I had to. Angel said, can Derek and I go on date day with you? Yes! Yes! Come with us! We'll go to Tidewater and eat oysters.
I used to eat, no, they don't clean oysters worth of crap. You need to go to Red Lobster if you want to eat oysters around here. 3 of mine had sand in them.
We could go to Jewel City in Huntington. You know Derek and Angel Dalton. They just live down the road here.
Well, that's fine. We can go to Jewel City. I mean, Jewel City fixes everything good. It's just a little mom and pop corner store down there. I was down there at the doctor and took Winella there. You can eat like a hog for 120. I mean, any kind of seafood you want. Eat like a hog for 120 bucks. I had a dozen oysters, lobster tail, crab legs, fish.
Candace, Pineville, West Virginia. She said Pineville, Kentucky. I guess it was
Pineville, West Virginia.
Yeah, but it was a terrible drive. It was an hour and a half. I was car sick. And
Gary, what's taking you so long getting home? I think she found my nose.
And I hate that he has to drive that far to work. It actually made me feel bad that that's his daily drive.
But it
because
keeps us good insurance, and it keeps us in good money. I mean, to be a coal miner these days, there ain't a mine around every corner. The Obama administration destroyed us. We got what we got. But I'm very fortunate. I don't pay for my insurance, and I got a $250 deductible. It's paid for. I get 8 vacation days, 5 P days, but I do work about 6 days a week most of the time, no doubt.
Gary gets his shirt from, actually I get all Gary's shirts from Grunt Style online. And
GruntStyle.com.
yes, and that's where he gets all his shirts
but,
from.
They only employ
Thank you,
veterans.
Tina.
And
Rosalie said, how was school today? Oh, she's cool. Yes, I posted a cutesy little picture of Maverick and Gary showing their behinds.
So everybody's posted these pictures of their kids' last day of school, so I post this meme that says, I don't see y'all posting no pictures of your child's first day of summer school. So when Elda gets on there, Maverick always runs around with his pants pulled half down, so I'm standing in front of the TV and Maverick's standing there, and we got her pants down below her ass, because that's just how he stands. So I just decided to pose beside him and be funny. And she said, both my boys' first day of school, and smoked me, ruined my post.
Yeah, it was a good day. Lisa said, come to Big Whiskey and have ribs or brisket. That actually sounds delicious.
I live at Big Whiskey, baby.
Elizabeth is originally from Pineville. She's one of my customers and my friend. Do you think you will buy a pig? Gary's trying to buy a pig right now so we can have a pig roast on Sunday.
Something 35 to 50 pounds local. My buddy gave me a good idea where to get some, and a lot of people's talking about a little butcher shop down around. I don't know where you can buy roasters, but I like to buy my own fresh. I like to scald them, scrape them, clean them myself. That way I know everything tastes good.
Kimberly says it was a great picture. I thought it was a cute picture. She and Maverick both have a juicy booty, so it actually turned out really cute.
She feeds us good.
I feed them bacon. We did not go. Somebody keeps asking about the Pence Springs Flea Market. We did not go there.
We did not go. It was farther away than what we thought it was. We opted and went to the caves. We took the kids to the beef jerky outlet, where I bumped into a guy I was in the Army with, somehow.
He recognized Gary's voice. He was like, can I ask you, are you Gary Farmer? I was
well,
like,
there was some woman in Tractor Supply heard me. I didn't even hardly know who she... Well, I guess I didn't know who she was. I guess I have a very unique voice. I was walking down through there talking to Winelda, and I heard my name.
We get that a lot, though, when we go out. People recognize us
Gary
and recognize
Farmer.
our voice. And so, where do you all live? We live in Logan County, West Virginia. And somebody else asked a question on there, and I can't remember what it was. Stacey, we're actually not outside. We're in the kitchen, and the frogs are ridiculous.
Well, let's explain why they can hear the frogs. We're waiting until the 15th of the month on the air conditioner repairman for the warranty on
We've
our
not
heating
had
unit.
AC at all this summer.
So we have 2 window air conditioners running, and the pool's right outside the kitchen here off the patio. So we have a bunch of frogs, which I get mad and throw in the bushes all the time.
They're getting it on out there. Them frogs are some horny frogs out there.
Yeah, they're chicka bow wow.
I feel like I just had a Loretta Lynn moment with Doolittle. The more baloney he eats, the hornier he gets.
They wild. But anyhow, I keep throwing them in the bushes. They keep coming back. The kids had 24 of them one day in a bucket, and I thought, well, maybe they'll wool them to death. No, I got good kids. Guess what? They turned them back loose when they got done with them. So,
yeah.
We got Maggie, Sissy, and Jake all out there. They're like, well, time to turn the frogs back loose, and they're just pets, I guess, that stick on the side of my house.
I don't like frogs at all.
Me.
I think they're creepy. I think they're ugly and they're slimy and they gross me out. I don't like them at all.
Well, I ain't gonna mess them. They ain't bothering nobody, you know.
Oh, look here. You got somebody in, John Wells is in Ontario, Canada, having some Crown Royal whiskey. Cheers, he says.
Bro. I drink a lot of Crown Black.
Blackberry wine from Tennessee. The comments are coming so fast I can't keep up. What's the best way to mix it? Well, this is a bottle of Moscato, strawberries cut up, a package of raspberries, some pineapple, club soda, and Sprite, and it's really delicious.
What you need to do is dump you a Sprite in a jar and strain you some grape squeezings through some gym socks and stir up a bunch of fruit in it. And
don't listen to him. He don't like wine. He's a whiskey drinker, and I like wine. Leah, we would be glad to squeeze you around the neck. I have a sister who lives in St. Mary's, West Virginia. My college roommate was from St. Mary's, West Virginia. Hello, Oklahoma. Frogs are creepy. I agree. They love the pool.
The frogs and the spiders damn creepy.
Where did I get my shirt? Where'd you buy me this at? Target? Or no?
I think you got that at Target, and I got you some drawers to match it, I believe.
Yeah. I think we got this at Target on date day.
Well, what was bad?
Hi, Dawn.
I find the little girls all these cool Kiss and AC/DC shirts and badass underwear and socks, and Winelda's over there, and she just standing there like, why don't they have no mom clothes? It's cool. Like, well, we'll find you something, you know.
Jeremy says cheers from Texas.
Hey, remember the Alamo.
Okay, we've actually had so much to talk about. Me going to work with you, which was an adventure. We got a cow. The spider in the girls' room, the spider in the pool skimmer. We have date day tomorrow.
Freaky frogs.
Yes, our love making frogs. We could probably take the iPad out there right now and show y'all all kinds of frog porn.
I don't know what to do with them.
Thank you, Patricia. Abigail is beautiful, and she graduated last week.
I'm thinking about hauling them off down the road. I threw them in the bushes 3 times. I know I have.
Yeah, Gary just goes out there on the side of the house.
I start picking them off the house, and I get me a whole handful, and I sling them over in the bushes.
And I dunked the whole time because I'm thinking if one of them frogs hit me, I'm surely going to die.
They like to go over here with this air conditioner. It's good and warm. Like I said, the window air conditioner. And there'll be 4 or 5 of them out there, and they'll be playing some Marvin Gaye.
Let's get it on. Sometimes I'm jealous of the frogs up on the hill because they're the only ones getting lucky. Really, is we going to do that again? Yes, I am named after someone. I am named after my grandmother, which is from Germany. My name is Winelda Antonia.
Oh, that's a funny story. Here you go.
And my grandma is from Germany.
I need a cattle trailer. Winelda calls her mother and says, It's by the barn and the pasture. Well, me, I'm thinking pasture being flatland, you know, her grandma's barn out back of her house. So I called my dad today, you know, trying to do something with my old man. I'm like, Dad, you want to go to the cow with me? He's like, yeah, I'll drive. So we're going to go up here past Winelda's grandma's house and get this trailer. And we drive up through there. I get to the barn. Winelda don't tell me which barn. This is big country. You know, it's a whole head of hollow. And I drove up through there. Her grandma's got to be close to as old as mine. She still cuts her own grass. She's an animal buddy. She takes care of everything around that house. And her mother helps her too, you know. And I drive up through there. Well, there's this ditch my dad don't see. So we dive over this ditch in this truck. My dad's doing probably 25 miles an hour. He's an animal. Pow! There's grass stuck in the tow hook. She rips that plastic loose from the bottom of the bumper. And I get over there and there ain't no horse trailer. Livestock trailer, whatever you want to call it. And Dad's like, well, where? I'm like, well, hell, Dad, I don't know. So I'll pull back around through there when Elda's grandma's there. I get out of the truck. When Elda, I come to pick up a horse trailer, and it ain't up there. She's like, Well, it ain't by that barn, Gary. It's by the barn up on the mountain. So we've done got grass stuck in the tow hooks. My dad's ripped the plastic off the bottom of his bumper, looking like Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit going down through there. So we got to go all the way up on this mountain to get this trailer. Well, we back up to Winnella's parents' barn. I didn't get told what barn it was, by the way. And I just got told pasture, and, you know, we all think it's flat land. So Dad backs up. We hook up to this trailer. Dad pulls out
Ashley.
and hits the counterweight. Gary's made out of her stepdad, Gary. Hits the counterweight. Brand new truck. There's already a dent in the other side of the bumper. I didn't know till I looked. Big old chunk of concrete with the other side of his bumper. And I get up there and he's done tore the plastic off this. There's grass stuck in both tow hooks. A dent in both sides of the bumper. Here we go. It's always an adventure with my dad. He's a wild man. He's worse than I am.
He's a Gary. Or Gary is his dad.
Well, like both Garys and Dad. Dad's probably worse than all of us. He's an animal. So,
thank you, Kelly.
that's how that went. Brand new truck, by the way, ain't even a year old. 2 dents in the bumper, plastic tore off underneath the bumper, grass stuck everywhere. We get all the way home with this cow. I locked the trailer, hitched down when I left. You know the tongue on the trailer, the little flipper thing on it. Locked it down. I ain't got a pin to put in it. You know, just going on a whim to go get a cow. Get back, it's unlocked. It's sitting on the ball, but how it stayed there, I don't know. Gary told me, he said, you need to come over here and look at this. I went over and looked at that. Hell, we could have had hamburger meat before we got home, trying to bring my woman home a pet. It was that close.
John asked what kind of truck.
Old Chevrolet pickup truck. New one.
And I've asked Gary for a goat, and he shot me down. He said no goats.
Goats piss in their beard. They piss down both legs. They're nasty. You can't keep them pinned in. I did see something cool today, though. My old boss, Mark, he had some steers for sale. One of them was milk stock and something else. Another one was milk stock. They got little bitty horns. There's this little old bitty goat, maybe 30 pounds. He gets some corn out there, you know, feeds everything, and all the animals come off the mountain so I can load this cow up. I don't think nothing of it.
Hi, Keisha.
This little goat looks at this cow. He's like,
Hi, Miranda.
That's my corn. Whack. And then the cow knocks the little goat in the head. And they're going backwards and forwards. And that little old bitty goat pushed a 300-pound steer back and ate his corn. That's pretty cool. I mean, hell, he's given up 100 times his weight.
I feel bad for you.
It's okay. You messed up my hair.
I didn't even touch your hair.
My hair's beautiful.
Oh, bless his heart. Your hair is beautiful. You're using your live camera there as to... It is actually a Chevy Silverado, John. They're Chevy people. When you're like, yeah, and you wouldn't let me get a goat, so yeah.
Goats are nasty, guys, or I'd get her one. You guys know goats are nasty. I'm gonna get one.
Okay. So anyway, hi Maria, how was the concert? We had Tim and Faith here in Charleston, which is our local arena, wherever we go to see concerts, which is like 45 minutes from us. And I love Tim and Faith. And I didn't get to go to the concert tonight, which, I don't know, Gary's really not a concert guy. You know, he's got the whole PTSD thing going on. I don't know that we could take him into a crowd at a concert. He'd probably be thinking ISIS was there to shoot us down. We'd all end up in jail. So, hi, Shelly. Our evening is going great. We've just been giving a little update on everything we've been doing, and which has been actually a whole lot. We've had a whole lot to talk about. Gary's had all kinds of funny stories to tell. He has stepped out for a minute, but he will be back in just a second. Maria, I will watch your videos. I'm glad you had an amazing time.
How's Maria's concert?
She said it was amazing. She posted some videos.
Did Doc take his shirt off there on stage?
She wants to know if Doc took his shirt off, or he wants to know if Doc took his shirt off, threw it on stage, and passed out over Miss Faith Hill.
I would.
Gary would have. I probably would have too. Hell.
I'd have flashed her.
You would have flashed Faith Hill? You think you got what it takes?
I'd have flashed Tim McGraw.
You would have. Oh, Gary would have flashed Tim McGraw.
Hey, whatever. Hey.
Are you ready to do your raptor impersonation when you come back in? Why not? I want you to do that. I want you to do it for them.
I'm making fun of you when I do it.
No, you do it so much funnier than I do it. Does that say, is Gary feeling better? Gary is doing somewhat better.
I bruised myself bad when I was taking a bath the other night. I don't know if I'm doing anything.
Yeah, we were taking a bath the other night, and Gary went to stand up, and he caught his hip side buttocks
on the spigot.
On the spigot, and it was instantly an eggplant, huge bruise on the side of his, and I was like, oh, shit.
Just from, it was bad. I'd show y'all. I think it'd be a little distasteful, though, but it was bad.
Yeah, you are not showing them that bruise. Anyway, Ashley Nicole Pepper says, so if we plan a trip up there, y'all want to be my tourist, I'll buy the wine. Well, sure, come on up and see us.
That's all I need. Two of you winos, me and her husband hauling y'all around.
I am not a wino. I have to keep my shit together to keep you in line.
You can't leave me unsupervised.
I cannot leave Gary unsupervised. No, I cannot.
I'm an animal. I need put in a cage, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, Raven.
As a matter of fact, I do get put in a cage every time she leaves me alone.
Raven lost her pawpaw this morning.
Oh,
she
I'm
said
sorry,
she was
darling.
tuning in. She made her smile. I'm sorry for your
I
loss.
ain't had a pawpaw since I was 11. I still got my memo. I'm a lucky man.
I've honestly, I don't know if I should say this. I'm going to knock on wood. I have never really lost anybody close to me as far as someone dying.
You lost your grandparents when you was young, too.
I did.
One memo like I do.
But I was young, and not to say I was close to them wouldn't be a factual statement. Of course, they was my grandparents and stuff, but I was young and
but
really
I'm sorry,
didn't know what,
woman. My heart's out to you, darling. I know what it's like.
I wish I wouldn't have said what I said now. I know.
My papa was a World War II veteran. He always threatened to whoop me, but never did. Mama got after her, so buddy, she was tough. We didn't have a whole lot to play with when we was little. You know, one of my favorite memories, we had an old lid off a toilet seat we sliding down a mountain on. He said, "What are you boys going to hit that garage and we'll whoop you?" So, lo and behold, you know, if I was an Indian, my name would be Black Cloud. I'm Gary Farmer, right? I hit a tree stump and flew in that garage.
Hey,
smacked
Tara.
my head. Smacked it off it good. And the old man come off that mountain. I thought, oh Lord, he's gonna beat me to death. And he carried me up the mountain, mama. He was always good to me. He never a dull moment.
Yeah. So we're going to start wrapping it up here in a minute because we're coming up on 45 minutes, and we try to keep it at 45 minutes because we get to chatting and time gets away from us. But one topic we was going to cover tonight on
this
the whole
is scientific.
On the what the shit. I can't. Hopefully, we don't know what his platelets are now. We go back to the doctor on Tuesday.
I don't think they're very
Ashley.
good. I bruised bad the other night.
Maria says, I hear the frogs must be real. The frogs are insane here.
What
They
gets
really
me?
are.
She's smaller than I am. Short. She gets in the big side of the bathtub, gets me in the narrow side of the bathtub. I make these.
The bathtub is the same.
The bath salts you can buy ain't good
Dimensions.
enough for Winelda, so I have to make them. You know, Gary makes everything. Gary gets sea salt, Epsom salts. He gets essential oils.
I'm going to go run the frogs off while you tell them what you do for my bass.
Leave the frogs alone.
No, Ron said they're super loud. They probably can't
But,
hear us for the frogs.
Eucalyptus with spearmint, some cornstarch to make her skin soft, baking soda, you know, for the red spots on her skin. I do my best. And you're not going to scare those frogs. Oh, she's got a broom. That's going to work. But anyhow, and we got a big old bathtub. We was in there bathing together. I washed my hair. I got ready to stay. I did. Man, it smoked me. Get in here. You know it's going to last about 3 seconds.
Listen,
You just scared them to death whacking that broom off the concrete.
there's like 10 frogs on the window.
I bet they're so scared they done run in the bushes.
Well, they quit chirping, but there's like 10 frogs on the window. And I knocked 5 into the pool.
Well, I'd have probably burned their ass. I just treated it for algae.
Oh, I shut the frogs up. I hope that's better. I went out there. Yeah, Gary makes the best bath salts ever. Your skin is just so soft and buttery smooth. And my heels are normally cracked. I don't know why. But they are so soft now and so pretty and so smooth. Which Gary says nobody notices heels. Yes, they do.
Are you staring at your woman's heels?
You might be at times.
I grab her foot and I rub it. If it feels rough, I rub it a little more because it feels rough. But
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, well, now the damn, what's them heels, girl? No, I don't do that. I'm more like, so you ain't got no bra on, eh?
Which is normally every day. There's no frog legs to be had with these frogs. They're like tiny. They're little tree
Someone's
frogs.
flat and weird looking. I ain't never seen before. They're brown, got like triangle shaped heads. They're weird.
Shelly wants your recipe for your bass scrub. Bass salt.
My bad scrub. Well, it's 2 cups of Epsom salts, 1 cup of sea salt, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. It is 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and they say like 7 drops of essential oils. I put 3 whole squirts in there. Make that shit smell good, you know. Clear them nostrils out.
And sea salt. Did you already say that?
I did.
Oh, okay. I missed it. Sorry.
But that's what I do, and I use I think
are
3
right.
tablespoons of coconut oil. And I make it in a coffee can. I ain't fancy.
And he puts it in. You could sell those frogs. But
Michael was trying to get me to autograph underwear so he could sell them on eBay.
yeah, his friend Mike was trying to get him to autograph some underwear and sell them on eBay, but that ain't gonna happen. You're not selling your underwear. Ryan says it takes a real man to reveal his bath salt secrets. I agree.
Hell yeah, Ryan.
I agree.
I take care of my gal.
He sure does. He does take care of me. He's good. He's good. You're good. You're good.
I can build and fix most things.
Yeah, you're good. I was going to say something else. I got distracted. Now the frogs are back and they're chirping out there again. We have a turkey frog, by the way, and it chirps like a turkey. Nothing happened to Gary. He got sick. His platelets are low. He's been diagnosed with ITP.
Well, I think it's where Vanessa's been feeding me poorly.
Whatever.
I ain't been getting enough iron in my diet. She tries to make me eat vegan.
She said, how
and
much do
shit.
you put in the tub? All of it? No.
No, you put 2 cups.
2 cups in the tub. Hi, Katie. And it is amazing, and it smells good. And
Until you stand up and hack your ass off on the spigot.
I've even got Gary in the bathtub with me now, because before he was all, I don't take baths. That's gross, bathing in your water and it being dirty
Sticking your
and
ass
everything.
in water and scrubbing your face, and I don't see it. I bath in rivers.
I've
You
lured
know,
him in now.
I like to bath in a river.
You don't want to bath in my butt water, but you'll bath in a river?
Bathing in the river's clean. That water's already came by. You know, you ain't got your face in your ass water.
Fish are pooping in that water. People are
Sand's
peeing in
filter
that
in
water.
that water.
I am not even.
But we'll bathe in caustic soda or whatever the hell they put in the city water. We ain't got no well, by the way. We're on city water. It tastes like bleach.
Christina has some turkey ducks.
Turduckins.
Actually, doing a splenectomy was one of the options that the doctor discussed with Gary, but we don't know how that will go. They got him on
Gary
medicine
probably
right
ain't
now,
going for that.
so I don't know how it's
Gary
going
will
to
take
go.
the prednisone and be a sweaty, greasy haired pig. He ain't doing no splenectomy.
Gary doesn't like to take his
So I stopped by
prednisone.
the VA. I ain't never been there before. That was interesting. Took me an hour and a half. My family's in the car. I'm thinking I'm just going to fill out some paperwork. You guys mind to wait a half an hour on me? No, Dad, we don't care. And I was like, no, I don't care. So I'm in there, and we have one smoke break in between. It's that long. So I finally filed. Before the inoculations, my spleen was fine. I was healthy and strong. I went to work for Massey when I got out of the Army, worked there 10 years, and when I applied for my next job, my platelets was low. So I'm thinking immunizations.
Thank you, Shannon.
I don't know. My 20-year veteran nurse here thinks the same thing, so I went to them to see what they could do for me. Hopefully they'll be able to help me.
Yeah, we have been productive. We have gotten a lot of to-do stuff, a list done. That
Put a
we've
grill
been
in an
doing.
old pickup truck yesterday. I busted out in the winter, dodging a deer, and
Oh, thank you, Ashley. If she ever has a kid, she's going to name it Winelda. Boop, boop.
Gary's a very manly name if you have a boy.
Winelda is a beautiful
It means
name if
mighty
you have a girl.
spearman in German, by the way.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
What does Winelda mean?
Crown cranky gal. Cranky. Oh no, my nose.
Cranky gal, whatever. Hi, Michelle.
It is a beautiful name. It's unique.
I'm going to Google what my name means. I've never Googled it before. I don't even know if my name is a real name.
I bet it means smoking hot foxy mama.
I bet it does too. It better. It better. If she has a boy, it's going to be Daxon. That's cute. Thank you, Denise.
What about Gary?
She doesn't like the
Hell, I
name
ain't been
Gary.
nobody named Gary in like 30 years. That's a good name.
Oh my God, I Googled my name and all my videos come up. How cool is that? Look at that.
Oh yeah, you badass.
Yeah.
She don't want to name that baby Gary.
I'm badass. Anyway, we're pulling up the meaning of my name. Brenda James has a Gary also. Hi, Jennifer. Tara's dad's name was Gary. My stepdad is a Gary.
I said 30 years, Winelda.
What?
There ain't nobody been named Gary in probably 30 years. What do you guys got to name a kid after me? I swear.
The meaning of Winelda is unknown. That's sad.
Do you want me to give you a meaning?
Stop.
There's
no meaning.
It means beautiful, great mama.
The oldest recorded birth by the Social Security Administration for the name Winelda is Saturday, July 22nd, 1911.
That's probably your mama. I say she's 30 model.
She's 30s, yes. From 1880 to 2016, less than 5 people per year have been born with the first name Winelda. Hurrah, you are a unique individual. My name doesn't have...
I don't think unique's a good enough word for you. You're an individual. You're perfect. I love you. You're the best mother I ever met in my life.
No. That's sweet. Thank you. You're sweet.
And she's a good cow mom. She bought her mom a cowbell. And here's another funny tale. She was in the store today.
Tell them the cowbell story.
After we bought the cowbell, Winelda drives wide open sideways. Boy, she is on it. So,
wide open side? What are you
I just
talking about?
ate. We ate at the hacienda this evening.
We had
with Logan.
Mexican, my favorite.
And I was full. I didn't want to go in there and find a pink belt for this cowbell. And so while Winelda was in the store, I snuck it on her key ring and started the car back up and turned the air conditioner on and took me a nap. Her and Jake was in the store.
So every time Winelda turned a corner,
A curved corner.
I might be
That's
tipsy.
kinda like
This
when it's
sangria.
like this,
I may be pulling a Gary tonight. I'm tipsy from all the sangria, to be honest.
But I got cussed the whole way home. I sure did.
Thank you, Sarah. Ron said hacienda for us too. We didn't see you all there, but it was packed out when we were there. They're local. That's Natalie's teacher's husband. But anyway,
Hey, good stuff. We had all kind of good food this evening.
yes, that cowbell has got to come off my key ring. We're going to put it on Mabel's neck. We got to find her a collar first, though.
I was looking for a pink woman's belt. I mean, Cow's Grove. That'd be the best bet. I looked for an extra for a cow at Tractor Supply. There was none.
Do y'all want to see my cow?
I hope you can show a picture on a phone better than I can.
Well, let me see if I can get her to focus.
There's your camera right
Oh, I
here.
better be careful about. I want it to show up no better than that.
Her face is white.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, there she is. Look at her. How cute. Isn't she pretty? Gary, we're getting ready to close out on this because everybody's getting tired. But could you do that impression of Winelda when she's cleaning house and she gets on her
There's her
rampage?
picture of the cow in the pasture.
Yeah.
But anyhow, no, I'm
Can you
probably
close
not
it
going
out?
to.
Do it. Do it.
It ain't going down.
Why not?
It ain't shaking down that way.
Get your hands up like a raptor and do it with your English voice.
Have I told you about these nice toasted oak sticks that I aged whiskey in?
Nobody gives a shit about those. They want to see your impression of me when I'm cleaning house. I want to see it too.
I can't.
I will bribe you.
There's no bribe that's strong enough, love.
Is there not?
I'm smiling. I'll do it for you sometime, I promise. Okay.
Okay. Okay. No, Amanda, we're not going to butcher Mabel.
Mabel is going to have us a baby probably around March or April.
Yes, Mabel is going to be the baby factory. Everybody wants you to do your impression.
They're just going to have to live with it.
Do your English accent at least one time. Do it. Do it. Please.
No.
Why?
Well, I'm smiling, okay? Sorry.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up because Gary is refusing to do his English accent, which is super funny.
And he's got to go to the porch to smoke a cigarette.
And he's going to the porch to smoke a cigarette. But tomorrow is date day, and maybe if we...
And you're missing my cool Wolverine hair at the moment.
Where's your new hat I bought you?
This is my new hat.
I bought you a new hat. Where's it at?
You bought a new hat like my mangy hat. Yes, I got that one. It's in the van.
It's not in the van.
It's in the house somewhere. It's wherever you put it, most likely, since you're asking me.
I know exactly where it is. Okay.
I love y'all.
Gary's going to smoke. He's peacing out. So, anyway, I am going to wrap this up. We have date day tomorrow. And maybe we'll go live while we're on our date day.
Yeah, we can. I want to feed one now the oysters in front of you.
He said he's going to feed me oysters in front of you all. So, Megan the cow is going to be somewhat of a pet. Yes. Good night, you all. And we appreciate the views and all your support and love. We love you all.
I must say thanks for the company. I missed it. It's been a week.
Yeah, well, it had been since we hadn't been on since the weekend when we were in Lewisburg. But our little family trip ended up going very well. So, you all have a good night. Much love.
Comment some questions on everyday life. I like that.
Yes, on everyday life. We have all kinds of funny everyday life stories. So maybe we'll come live to you while we're doing our date day tomorrow. Good night.